welcome once again. Previously we discussed about integration by using trigonometric substitution. Then today we are going to continue with integration by parts. Integration by parts is originated from differentiation of the product of functions. Let us consider the function u. Let u be a function. We call it a differentiable function. And let v be a function. So if we have two functions like a product, we have u times v, then we are going to differentiate this product of two functions. This is du times v respect to x. This is equal, this is v times du over dx, then plus u times dv over dx. Okay, so this is how we differentiate the product of two functions. Okay, so we may continue from here by reversing this differentiation with using integration. Okay, we get, this is u dv over dx plus v du over dx. This is equal to differentiation of u times v respect to x. Respect to x. Okay? Then from here we may introduce integration. And we get, we can introduce integration from this step, and we get integration of u dv over dx plus v du over dx. This is equal to integration of differentiation of u times v respect to x, then times dx. Okay? Then from here we can split this integral by using a property of integration. Then we get integration of u dv over dx times dx, then plus integration of v du over dx times dx. Then this is equal integration of differentiation of u times v dx. This becomes u times v plus c. Okay? Then from here we get that dv over dx, then times dx, this is equal dv. Okay? Then du over dx times dx, okay? This is equal du. Okay? Then from this step we get the following. This is integration of u, then we can replace dv over dx times dx by dv. Okay? Integration of u dv, then plus integration of v du. Okay? This is equal to u times v plus c. Okay? So from this step we get integration of u dv. This is equal to u times v minus integration of v du. Okay? Then plus c. Okay? This is a constant because remember when we are evaluating integral, always we add a constant, okay? That is why integration of d of u times v respect to x, this becomes u times v plus c. So from here, we can write the formula as follows, as integration of u dv equals to u times v minus integration of v du, okay? This is how we get the formula that we can use to evaluate integrals involving product of functions, okay? So, from this formula, we can do some example so that we can see how we can apply this formula, okay? Example number 1, okay? We need to evaluate the integral. Evaluate the integral. We get integration of x times e power x dx, okay? To evaluate this integral, we need to apply the above formula of integration of product functions, because we get x times e power x. This is a product of two functions where we have an algebraic function in the form of a polynomial times an exponential function e power x, okay? So to evaluate this function, this integral, we need to use the aid, like we call it memory aid. This memory aid will help us to identify between u and v, okay? Then we use REAT. This L stands for logarithmic functions. This I stands for inverse of trigonometric functions. This A stands for algebraic functions. T stands for trigonometric functions, and E stands for exponential functions. Okay? Then from here we get an algebraic function and exponential function. Okay? So when we are differentiating between u and v, okay, u and v, we need to assume, by considering this representation of the memory aid, REAT, okay, consider from left to right, okay. So here we get, let u be x, okay. Then from this step we need to differentiate two sides, okay. This is du equals dx, okay. Then from this step we consider du dv equals e power x dx, okay. Consider e power x dx is equal dv, okay. Then from here we need to introduce integral, okay. Then we get integration of e power x dx. This is equal to integration of dv, okay. Then here, remember, integration of e power x becomes e power x, okay. Integration of e power x dx, this is equal to e power x plus c, okay. Then from here we get v equal e power x, okay, because integration of e power x dx becomes e power x. Then from here we get, we need to use the formula here, okay. Integration of x times e power x dx, this is equal, we need to replace, okay, that is u times v. This is equal x times e power x, then minus integration of v du. Remember, du equals dx, then v equals e power x. That is integration of e power x dx. Okay? Then remember integration of e power x, that is e power x. Then from here, we get that integration of x times e power x dx, this is equal to x times e power x minus e power x plus c. C is arbitrary constant and it is always there when you have integration. We should add arbitrary constant because a differentiation of a constant becomes 0. Okay, then we can factorize by e power x. This is e power x factor x minus 1 plus c. This is the final answer for our integral. Integration of x times e power x dx. This is the final answer for this integral using integration by parts. Okay? So we may continue with other examples. Example number 2. Okay. Consider we need to evaluate the integral. Evaluate the integral. We have integration of x times sine x dx. Okay? So when you have this function, when you have this integral, we have a product of two functions. We have a algebraic function and a trigonometric function. To evaluate this integral, we need to remember the memory aid rate. Okay? Then from here, we have algebraic function and a trigonometric function. So when you are assuming, we consider this direction, okay, from left to right. So if we have algebraic function on the left hand side, we consider algebraic function to be u. Okay, so we proceed as follows. Let u equals x. Okay, then from here we need to differentiate both sides. Du or equals dx when you differentiate both sides. Okay, then we get the following. For dv, we get dv equals sine x dx. Okay? Then from this step, we need to introduce integration. Okay? So we get, let us introduce integral. Introduce integral. Then we get integration of dv equals to integration of sine x dx. Okay? Then v equals integration of sine x. Remember, for integration of sine x, it becomes minus cosine x plus c. This is minus cosine x plus c. Okay? Then from here, we can continue as the formula is like follows. Integration of u dv minus equals to u times v minus integration of v du. Okay? Then we can replace into this formula and we get integration of x times sine x dx. This is equal, we get that v is equal to minus cosine x because we have integration on both sides there is no need to add these arbitrary constants, okay? So we get x, this is minus x times cosine x, then minus integration of v du, okay? As v equals to minus cosine x, okay? Then we can replace them and we get minus cosine x dx because du equals dx, okay? Then from here, we may continue as follow. We get, this is equal minus x times cosine x, then plus integration of cosine x dx. Remember, we have minus, then we pull out minus 1, it becomes plus 1 here. That's why we have positive here. This is equal minus x cosine x, then remember integration of cosine x, that is sine x plus c. This is plus sine x plus c, okay? Therefore, integration of x sine x dx, this is equal minus x cosine x plus sine x plus c. This is the final answer for the above integral, okay? For more practice, you will continue with these following exercises. Evaluate the following integrals. Use integration by parts. Okay, for integration by parts, we know we have already got some examples for integration by parts. So if we have integration by parts, it means we have the product of two functions. Okay, so here consider the first one. We have integration of x squared times e power x dx. From here, we need to refer to this abbreviation, REAT. This L stands for logarithmic functions, then I stands for inverse of trigonometric functions, A stands for algebraic functions, and T stands for trigonometric functions, and E stands for exponential functions. So when you are using these abbreviations to know which term, which expression will be U, so we start by considering the direction from left to right, okay? Then for example, here we get algebraic and exponential functions. So here we write U equal x squared. Then we get dv becomes e power x dx. Then from here, we can evaluate this integral by using this hint, okay? For the following question, we have algebraic and trigonometric function. Algebraic and trigonometric function. So we need to start with algebraic. So let x becomes u, okay? Let u becomes x and dv becomes cosine x dx. Then from here, we can evaluate the integral. For the following, let u equals x plus 3, then dv becomes e power x minus 2 dx. That is e power x minus 2 dx. Then from here, we can evaluate the integral, okay? So, for the following question, number 4, we have exponential function and a trigonometric function. We have exponential and trigonometric function. So we need to assume a trigonometric function to be u. So we get u equals sine x, then dv becomes e power x dx. Then from here we can evaluate the integral. For the following, we get integration of tan inverse of x dx. Then from here we get inverse of trigonometric function and algebraic function. So we need to start with inverse of trigonometric function. Then we get u equals tan inverse of x, then dv equals dx, because there is no other product here. We consider dv equals dx. For the following, we get cosine inverse. This is, we consider u equals cosine inverse of x, then dv becomes dx. Then we can evaluate the integral. Okay? So, for the following, we have logarithmic function and algebraic function. So, we write u equals ln x, then dv becomes x. Then we can evaluate the integral. For the last question, number 8, we get u equals sine inverse of x, then dv becomes dx. Then we can evaluate the integral by using these hints. Okay? Thank you very much for your kindly attendance. We will continue next time with some other exercises related to the topic. And you can subscribe for more videos by clicking the button down below. Thank you very much and God bless you.